Greetings guys, hope you all are doing really well. This is Nishanth here, and in this study I'll be teaching you about the fifth head of income, that is income from other sources. Before proceeding any further with the lesson, I want to let you know something. This is not going to be an extensive study. What I've done here is I've summarized the whole chapter in a very concise manner such that it is going to be a quick learning process. But at the same time, I've ensured that I've covered almost all the important topics that is applicable for our examinations. So what I would suggest you guys is, do not completely depend on this video classes alone. Refer these video classes, and post referring my classes, take out your study materials and read on. So I've divided this whole study into multiple parts, and this being the first video. And as and when you finish a video, what I want you guys to do is take out your study materials and read out everything, all the topics that I covered in the respective video. Got it? So studying in such a manner will ensure that you will get an easy access or an easy kickstart to the lessons. But at the same time, once you read your study materials, you'll be ensured that you have covered everything as well. Also, keep a means of taking down notes as well. Keep a book and pen ready, as you can take lecture notes as the video progresses. So let's start with our study. So first of all, let me give you a basic introduction to this head of income. So the general provisions for this head ranges from 56 to 59. And this is the fifth head of income, and it's also called the last or residuary head. And the reason why it's called the last and residuary head is because any income, any specific income which does not fall in any of the four previously learned heads will fall under this last head. So this is like a residuary department, residuary section, where whatever that doesn't fall in the first four sections would fall. Got it? So that's why this is called a last or residuary head of income. So that's all about a basic introduction for this head. Now let's see what section 56 is, and as I've taught in every head of income, we start off with chargeability of income, and section 56 is where we learn chargeability of income under income from other sources. So as per section 56, there are two ways in which incomes can be charged. First one being a general head and the other being specific head. So 56 subsection 1 deals with a lot of general items, whereas 56 subsection 2 deals with a lot of specific items. So let's see what these two are. See, general section is nothing but a section where incomes of every kind will come and fall, provided these incomes are not exempt under section 10 and none of these incomes are chargeable under the first four heads that I mentioned. Got it? So 56.1 deals with a set of incomes which are general in nature, and the way we decide whether they should fall under IFOs or not is based on these two conditions. The item of income should not be exempt under section 10. Also, the item of income should not be chargeable under any of the first four heads. Okay, so now let's look at some examples of income which would fall under this general section, and I suggest you guys to take down every bullet points that I'm putting over here, because they are essentially a really good summary of what you are going to see in your books. So common examples are two kinds of interest. One is interest on bank deposit, the other is interest on late refund. Pretty much self-explanatory, right? If you put your heads into it, you understand that none of these items which would be appearing here under examples will not be falling under salary income, under house property, under PGBP, or under capital gains. You know the basic conditions required for an income to be classified under the first four heads, right? So none of the examples that I'll be mentioning here will not be seen as a chargeable item under any of the first four heads. So these are the examples: interest on bank deposit and interest on late refund. Next, pension received by legal heir. See, pension is an item of salary income. Yeah, that is an item of salary income, but then here it is pension received by the legal heir, not the pension received by an employee, and that makes it an income which is chargeable under IFOS, because legal heir is not the employee and hence it cannot be charged under income from salary. Next, rent from vacant land. Okay, we did learn rent from a building and land appurtenant thereto will be charged under house property, but then it was a necessity that there should be a building, right? So when there is no building and we receive rent for land, it will be charged over here. Got it? Now a few other examples are pension. Okay, there has been a repetition of the same item, sorry about that. Next comes salary of MP and MLAs. Yeah, right. See, an MP's or MLA's salary cannot exactly be termed as salary for income tax purposes because there is no employee-employer relationship. Few of the basic conditions which are required for an item to be charged as salary under Income Tax Act does not exist there. Hence, salary for MP and MLA does not fall under income from salary. Got it? And just like that, director sitting fees won't fall under income from salary and it would come under income from other sources. Again, the same reason, no employer-employee relation because directors are not actually employees of an organization. They are representatives of the shareholders, right? And the final item, income from subletting. See, we did learn in house property income that whenever a building is being rent out, the assessee should be the owner or the deemed owner of the property for the income to be charged under income from house property, right? So imagine A, an owner of a building, rents out a 3-floor building to B. Now what does B do? B takes the building for rent from A and B rents out the 3rd floor to C. So B is getting a rental income from C, but then B is not the deemed owner of that property. So in that case, whatever income received by B will not fall under income from house property. It would fall under income from other sources. But the income which A receives from B would be charged under house property income. As simple as that. So that's it about general section. I hope you guys got a good understanding about it, and if at all, if you have any doubts in any of the videos, any of the topics that I'm teaching, please feel free to write to me. I have attached my email ID in the description section, or you can also comment your doubts in the comment section provided, but then I would suggest if you want immediate replies, I would suggest you to contact me directly using my email ID or my phone number, which is available in WhatsApp, is available in the description. So yes, we have finished general section. Let's go to the next section, and that is 56.2 specific incomes. So this whole set of specific incomes I have summarized and categorized into 3 sections. So let's see what they are. First one being a set of incomes which would directly fall under this head. There is no other thought where this would fall. It would directly fall under this head. Just like some of the examples that we learned in general income, these are certain incomes which straight directly relates to IFOs. The first one being dividend. Second one, cash flow incomes, and by cash flow incomes what we mean is various winnings from lotteries, horse races, things like that. Alright, winnings from lotteries, winnings from races, etc. Third one, gift. Fourth one, cases where share premium is greater than fair market value. Fifth one, interest on compensation or interest on enhanced compensation. And finally, sixth one, advanced money for transfer of capital asset forfeited. Yes, it might be a bit confusing all of a sudden hearing about all these items, but don't worry, we'll be learning all these items in depth in the coming videos. Every individual item I have included in our lesson, so we'll be learning the treatment of all these items and better explanation of what these items are, how do they fall under IFOs in the coming videos. So just for now, I want you guys to have a basic, a blueprint or a scanned image in your minds of what are the incomes that fall under specific category. Okay, so the first division would give us 6 items and they are these. Got it? Now the second categorization gives us certain incomes which would come under IFOs if not charged under PGBP. So they are interest on securities, income from letting out plant and machinery and furniture, composite rent where the rent is non-separable, and finally sum received from employees' contribution to provident fund. Got it? So again, a set of 4 items, specific items which could have been charged under PGBP, but if not charged under PGBP, it would come under IFOs. Got it? And the last one is of similar nature, and there are a set of incomes which would fall under IFOs if they are not charged under salary, and they are amount received under keyman insurance policy and compensation for payment received in connection with termination or modification of terms of employment. So I would suggest you guys to draw this chart out in your books so that you can use it as a quick reference, because after we learn in detail of all these items, just looking at this summarized format would let you have a quick revision of the whole study. Alright, so that's it about specific incomes. So to sum up, section 56 can be divided into two subsections, subsection 1 and subsection 2, and in subsection 1 we learned about general incomes, and that said, IFOs will have a lot of incomes which are not charged, which are general in nature, provided two conditions are satisfied. The first condition was it shouldn't be an exempt item under section 10, and the second condition was it shouldn't be charged under any of the heads. We learned multiple examples. And 56.2 we learned specific incomes which would directly come under IFOs, and we learned 3 divisions for it as well. Now what you see right here are a list of specific incomes which are most commonly seen in our examination questions. So majority of the questions of IFOs, not majority, I can say like 90-95% of the questions for IFOs are mainly on these topics: deemed dividend, gift, casual income, and the rest that I've mentioned here. And we'll be learning in detail about each of these items in the coming videos. So with that, I'm winding up this video, which was an introduction on the whole concept of income from other sources. In the coming videos, you will get similar nature summarized lessons on all the items of incomes under income from other sources and various deductions and other items of study under this head. So see you there. Till then, take care and goodbye.